Why most drivers ignore rides towards Eastlands? Why I personally hate rides going to Eastlands, and mostly in the evening, jioni, asubuhi, but even all the time. And also, why, if you are an Uber customer, it is not very easy for you to get a ride when you are going to Eastlands, to get a cab when you are going to Eastlands. What I mean by Eastlands is Buruburu, Embakasi, Pipeline, Kangundo Road, and even to Tawala. So I'm going to explain to you this one in details. Please, if you are new here, please subscribe, give us a like, and if you feel this video is very important, please watch to the end so that you can get all the details in this video. Give us a like, leave us a comment also, tell us what you think, and if this video is more important to you, share it with a friend. Thank you. So, Eastlands rides, even me, I pick them, but sometimes I feel like, let me just do it, but business wise, I feel like Eastlands is not meant for this business. It is not easy in Eastlands. And for one of the reasons why most drivers will ignore rides going towards Eastlands is here. Number one, arrogance. Eastlands is always a war zone. Eastland is a total mess, is a pure war zone. You are going to fight your fellow drivers, riders, pedestrians. Everyone is just ready for war. In fact, you can even give way to a pedestrian, but this guy must throw a word to you for no reason. In fact, some of them, you beep a person on the road so that he can give you way, but this guy ends up slapping the car. Have you ever seen that? Islando is not healthy at all for this business. Phone snatchers. If you don't lock your doors, your windows and everything, and sometimes, like right now, it is very sunny, so sometimes you feel like lowering your windows a bit. In Eastlands, you will lose your phone. And sometimes even when you are going to drop, you are dropping, and the same client is the one who is in need of your phone. You are going to pick, the same client is the one who is in need of your phone. Eastlands, a very, very dangerous place for this business. Very dangerous. Leave alone that arrogance and insecurity issues. Mostly these cars, what do we call them? This side of Kayole, Umoja, Bicenta, what do we call it? Forward. Those drivers, they are misbehaving. Once they get around Kayole, I don't know what happens. They misbehave a lot. They misbehave. To an extent you feel like, am I coming here to fight? Number two, they always ride around. Once you get yourself in Islando, they are family. They have, I think in Eastlands, they have the same thinking. Do you know why I'm saying so? They always live around. So even their rides are always around. Take me to Umoja, take me to Buruburu. Take me to Umoja, take me to Buruburu. And what is very, very tough with that is that these rides are just around 200, 170. In fact, as a driver, you earn 170 on such rides. From Umoja, Buruburu, Utawala, Paipu, just like that. These are the only rides that you are getting in Eastlands. These are the common rides in Eastlands. So getting a ride that will take you out of Eastland is another problem once you get yourself in Eastlands. Getting a ride outside Eastlands will take you time. In fact, you will be very lucky. And also, rides are not that many. You just pick one every 30 minutes, one every 1 hour, sometimes 2 hours. Mostly if you don't pick that one to Buruburu or that one to to Nyayo Estate, that one to Tasha, you will wait longer. So to me, Eastlands is not healthy for business. Number 4, I've talked about short distance. You cannot get, also it is a long distance to safe areas. I'm talking about safe areas now when it comes to business wise. Safe areas as in where you can get a better ride. You understand? Let's say you are in Umoja. You want to now to find a good ride, you will have to go to town or Eastleigh. But Eastleigh, you know, it is always congested. So sometimes even town is always a mess. So it's not very easy. Relocating from there, you will have to go spend almost a liter of fuel to find yourself in a safe place. Even when you are going through Thika Road, you will not pick a ride around Kariobangi South, Kariobangi North, Mathare. Look at that. Their surroundings is always risky. The place is just risky, the whole of it. So you will just pick rides around that area. So for you to go to safer areas, even after dropping, you will have to go a longer distance, maybe to get yourself to Thika Road. And even when you hit Thika Road, maybe you will have to go to maybe Roasters or even TRM. That's a very, very long distance. That makes Islando a very, very unhealthy area. And if you stay in Islando waiting for a ride, you will find a ride back to Islando. Even if you are in Imara, it is very easy to get a ride to Tawala. When you are in Umoja, it's very easy to get a ride to Buruburu. When you are in Kayole, it's very easy to find a ride to Choka. That's how they work. When you are in Dandora, it's very easy to find a ride to Kariobangi South. Just like that. That's how that area works. That makes it very difficult. And also, border riders are really, really misbehaving in these areas. Also, another thing, even the matatus, they are really misbehaving. Pedestrian, the same. Another thing, the bumps. Since borders are really, really misbehaving, this make it a very busy area, and the speed is very high, and the children are always everywhere playing. So to reduce the speed on borders, they have bumps everywhere, and they are very sharp. The bumps in Islando are very sharp. That will make you lose a lot on fuels, because you always slow down to a lower gear in every bump. And they are only short rides. You understand? That makes it, what you can make with a 5 liter in Eastlands is not the same as what you will make with a 5 liter along Thika Road or in Kiambu. It is a very, very different earning. Very different. Another thing is no, I've talked about almost all of them, but also thieves I've told you about. So please, if you are in Islando, or if you have picked a ride to Islando, karada sana Islando, and also don't stay there for long. My advice has always been, don't stay in Eastlands for long. If you drop a client, just leave. Find a way to leave. If you get a ride on your way, the better. But if you stay there, you will spend your 6 or 7 hours without a ride. 4, 5, or you will spend 5 hours working for maybe 600, 3 rides. 1 every 1 hour, you wait. 1 every 1 hour, you wait. 200 every 1 hour, you wait. So to me, Islando is not healthy for this business, and I don't like it, but I do it. I've not told you not to pick them. I do it, I've done it, and even now, if I find a ride, but I have to calculate about the time. When am I picking this ride? How am I going to leave that place? How long am I going to wait? And why am I picking that ride? All this calculation must always stay in your head. Hello guys, please subscribe to our channel, give us a like, leave us a comment, and tell us your thoughts. Thank you.